I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Okay, the moon landing, which is obviously fake.
No, it's not obviously fake.
No, that's actually not what
Are you
the moon landing is
crazy?
definitely fake, by the way.
The moon
100%.
landing's not.
The shadows are off.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. I looked at photos on the internet and it
Yeah,
proves it.
Nick,
The
that's.
shadows are off. The shadows are off.
Shadows
The shadows
are not.
are off.
It's the Al Travis Show. We've got our Senator Karin Housley on the air. I don't want to put her in a trap right away, but why not? So that whole thing about the shadows being off and the moon landing conspiracy, I don't know if you just heard that on the opener, is so funny because since I started playing that, again, I don't know if your phone hears crap and that I started getting all this stuff on my Facebook feed about flat Earth. That this proves we're in a flat Earth, the Earth isn't round and all this, and it just keeps showing up. And I probably messed up. I pushed one of them to listen to the guy tell me how the Earth is flat. Oh, my God. There are so many videos. I'm not too sure anymore, Karin, I'm not.
That is exactly what happens. It's very, very scary that your phone hears everything that's happening around you. The other night I said to Phil, what do you think? Should we have Chinese food tonight for dinner? What do you want to do? Then I just, that was like at noon. I go to my Facebook around 3. That's all that's popping up are Chinese food restaurants in my Facebook feed. Yeah, like their ads. That's scary. This whole AI thing is really, really scary. What it can do. And
I agree. Now, it's supposed to help you out, but is there any chance that as a statewide level, you could make that illegal? You know what I'm saying? I think it was, SAFE, Suicide Awareness. They got passed this year this, lack of better, a little tag that has to come up before kids get on some social media sites that say, hey, this could be bad for your health. I don't know if it changes the world, but okay. But could we do that? It freaks me out when that stuff happens. I don't like it. I don't like them knowing what I'm talking about.
Any single time we have any of those bills that are like restricting to any sort of website, you should see the Googles and the
I'd imagine
Metas, that the lobbyists that they send here to like try and they have been successful to try and get their way on these things. But I wish we could but then on the flip side, it's so helpful. Like be careful what you wish for, but it's so helpful. I'm just wondering, do you use that Chat GPT?
I have not yet. I'm working on a thing with it, but to me, here's $1 million idea. Our buddy Phil's not doing anything these days. Put this on. This will be a good idea for him. If you get a hold of one of those computer guys, somebody came up with, if Al says he wants to buy a fedora hat, to his wife for golfing, all of a sudden I get all the fedora hat salesmen in the world giving me a fedora hat on my Facebook. Well, somehow that same bright guy should understand Al ordered a fedora hat from this company. Stop the madness. I'd pay for that. Here's $5 a month. Once I get what I want, stop. Isn't that $1 million idea?
I think it does figure it out, because when you stop looking because right now I'm looking for an Aura ring that tracks your steps and your sleep, or
mood ring, the fancy mood rings. I saw this on TV. Oh my God.
No, it's not a mood ring. It does your heartbeat, your sleep score, your how many steps, how many miles, what your temperature is of your body. It just kind of tracks you. And my iPhone's not working, my fitness thing. So anyway, I've been searching for these Aura rings compared to an Apple Watch or compared to like a Fitbit. Which should I do? So for the last 2 months, this is how long I take to make a decision. I keep getting all of this stuff popping up. But as soon as I buy one and I stop searching for it and I start searching for a fedora, it'll start. She's done with that little thing, and it will move over. It's that.
Do you mow your lawn at your house?
Do I mow?
Do you mow your lawn at your? Are you the lawn mower of your household? It's a joke. Here's my problem. So I have the little watch to keep track of my steps all the time.
Yeah.
And I love it. Okay, it keeps me, but it doesn't credit mowing the lawn.
Oh no,
because your hands are like this and they never flop back. So I mow 2 lawns a week, mine and my ma's, and I get no credit for it. I'm worn out on a Saturday. I get nothing. You tell me This same watch can put it on the golf course. We're going golfing today, and tell if I'm 50 yards or 20 yards from the green.
No.
Well, yeah, it's also got GPS for my golf game. So how in the world, what does it think I'm doing when I go the same stretch back and forth 15 times? Oh, Al's mowing the lawn. Give him some street cred. This isn't hard. Give me some steps.
That watch, is it like a rangefinder to the pin it can do it, or just to the green?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. It's actually a runner's watch. And I'm trying to remember what kind. It's a Garmin. It's a runner's watch for my kid. And he goes, Dad, you got to have one for the golf course. I said, I just needed to find golf. I'm not going to take up running. He goes, it does a wonderful job. So I'm going to the Mankato Country Club today, playing in a Tee It Up for the Troops, by the way. Meet us out there. And I just put it in, Mankato Country Club, and from tee number 1 all the way around, I know exactly how far I am from where I want to be. And if they can do that, don't tell me they don't know I'm mowing my lawn.
Yeah. Isn't there like a lawn mowing mode?
No! This is the other $1 million thing. This is the stuff. People, you want to make your money now that everything's been invented? Listen to me. This would be a fantastic invent. It's just like when I order my fedora. No more hats for Al for fedora hats. He's got one. He doesn't need 2. We can make money.
Garmin watch?
What's that?
Can you swim with your Garmin watch?
Yeah, it's underwater thing. Yeah. Can I brag on my kid? Because I don't do this at all. My middle kid decided he wanted to be an Iron Man. You've heard this?
Yeah. I know what an Iron Man is.
So a year ago, he started training, and in September, he goes, I think it's to Madison, and he will swim 2 miles in the water, get out and ride 126 miles on a bike, and then do a marathon. And all with the same watch I'm wearing, just by the way. Garmin, do you want to kiss up?
Wow.
So
I'm going to have, you know what? My Facebook is now going to start popping up Garmin watches, and the Aura rings cares about my heart rate and my sleep score. I need to know that.
The Forerunner 935, and as far as sleep scores, I don't know how it's not my business. It keeps track of how many hours I sleep every night, what my heart rate is, and how many steps I took. It's terrible on stairs. In my life, my house, 3 stories up, I'm up and down stairs. Before I even leave the house 4 or 5 times, it doesn't count them. And I'm talking to my buddy who's got the same watch, because you don't move your arms when you're going down the stairs. And I'm like, well, who's going to walk like that? You look like a flipping idiot. So I don't get counted for stairs much either.
Well, and did you know that there's an app that you can pay $50 and you say you're going to do $10,000 or 10,000 steps a day. So at the end of the week, you've got your 70,000 steps.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've done it, you get a portion of your money back. You split it with all the people that have bet that they do it. Well, my niece is in this, and I thought, well, that's kind of cool because you can
gambling on your health. I like that.
Gambling on your health. Well, you know what she does? She takes her watch and she goes like this. If she takes her wrist, if she's not going to get her 10,000 steps in, I go, that is called cheating. Yeah. So you just gotta shaking your wrist when you're mowing the grass and when you're doing just so you can
tie it to a kid's arm, let him run outside and play and pick up your steps.
She gives it to her kid then too, and I go, that is so wrong. I was going to join that thing because I thought, well, that'll get me to get my 10,000 steps in. But I'm like, if there's cheaters out there, forget it.
Yeah, no thanks. Don't take my money. I got to go to break. When you come, are you a fair gal? Do you go to the state fair? You almost have to be in your line of work.
Well, I'm going to surprise you.
Oh, we'll talk about that next. It's Senator Karin Housley on the Al Travis Show.
Tired of one-sided media and divisive noise drowning out your conservative values? Take back the conversation with Braver Angels. Join a grassroots movement to restore civility and find common ground without compromising your principles. As a conservative, your voice matters. Share your perspective on issues like immigration and public health in Red-Blue workshops and help rebuild trust in our great nation. Be a leader in depolarizing America. Sign up for free at mn.braverangels.org. Braver Angels, where conservatives, liberals, and independents unite for a stronger republic.
You know that car sound that sounds like a cricket playing a banjo? Jay's can fix that. You know when you step on the brakes and your car sounds like a pair of tennis shoes in the dryer? Paul is the guy who specializes in that. And you know that sound that never happens when the mechanic's around? Paul took a whole course on that. If you own a car, you need to know Paul. Paul owns Jay's Auto Shop, 202 North Main Street, Blue Earth, 525-1052, 525-1052.
Easily offended? The Al Travis Show is not for you. The Al Travis Show. All sides are welcome.
They are, and we're very excited to find out. Is Senator Karin Housley a state fair gal, or does my buddy Phil have to drag her there?
You know what? We're kind of in, but Phil and I are in the same boat. We can go like every other year. We went on Saturday.
Okay.
He had to do some podcast for the World Junior Hockey Tournament that's coming here. So I went with him. But we can only do about 2 hours. I'm not a crowd person. When you're only like 5 feet tall, crowd, the world's coming in on you. And I can't stand it. And there's so much to do at the fair. I've gone a couple of times like super early, like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Then that's really nice to just walk around and see everything, like the miracle.
And on a weekday, you can't go on a Saturday when it's just going to be mad packed. That doesn't work.
It's like I kept looking at all those young families and with their strollers and their wagons, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would be going absolutely nuts. I was going nuts with no kids. I'm like, okay, that's it. But I like the deep fried olives. That's over by the grandstand. Oh my gosh, they are so good, so good. And we had the over by the Miracle of Birth, there's a build your own burger. So that was really, really good. He always gets the corn. And then we always have the debate, what's better, corn dog or Pronto Pop? So he got the corn dog, but there was a longer line at the
It's really the corn dog. Don't you think?
Know?
Oh, I've changed. As a kid, literally, when I was 18, 19, my folks had a motorhome. We would park it at the campgrounds at the fair for a week or 10 days. And literally, it was like home base for a better. Got to go off and work, get done working, come right back to the fair. I love the state fair. Now, as a kid, we'd sit on top of that motorhome, have a couple of adult cocktails when we were old enough, and watch the fireworks go off after the concerts. You can almost hear the concerts from there. So, yeah, I'm not opposed to the fair. But now, my wife and I last week, just yesterday, day before yesterday, what are we going to do? What are we doing this weekend? And my wife goes, do you want to go to the state fair? And I said, do you want to drive 2.5 hours up, go to the fair and drive 2.5 hours home? Nah, we got enough to do here. I've changed my fair needs to maybe if we happen to be up in the cities and staying at somebody's, we'll run over. But I don't have the need anymore. I used to love it. Just love it.
I was with Senator Karin Housley yesterday, and we were talking about whether she's going to the fair or not, because they want us out there in the education, because they have, meet your senator. She'll be here from hours, and you can fill out a questionnaire that, we will always answer you. But she brings her kids to Valley Fair during the state fair. And she was there yesterday. Oh my gosh, there's nobody there. Nobody at Valley.
That might be genius right there.
I was like, she even has a season pass that she goes a lot during the state fair.
Wow. Okay, that's smart. Now, are you a Renaissance? I don't want to waste all. You're a Renaissance Festival person, because back to again, I really love it. And they're a sponsor of the program. I'm not trying to be mean, but they let in all this weird crap, like little girls can wear fairy costumes, and then Star Wars guys can come in because they came through time-space continuum. Or I don't know. I just want old people and turkey legs. Why? I don't like they're as inclusive as they are.
Is that where the Renaissance Fair is? I don't even know where it is. I haven't.
It's in Shakopee. It's in a new spot, evidently across the road. I haven't been there since they changed, but it's in a new spot.
Maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll bring the grandkids there. I haven't been in like 15 years, I think. Maybe 10 years. I don't know. But no, I'm a Washington County Fair person. That's what I am.
Well, do you get tired of, be honest. Well, you can't be honest. You got to get tired of the amount of time you spend at the fair, the Washington County Fair. You got to just see one fair is another fair. I don't want to go see. If somebody else invited, hey, you want to go to Forest Lake and see the fair? You're like, no, God, please, no.
It's fun with the grandkids, but by yourself, it gets a little, there's only so much small talking you can do, and you get tired and dusty and dirty. It's just, you come home every night and you got to like shower because you're so dirty. My Washington County Fair, I love because it's everybody I know. It's like one big wedding reception for 5 days. So fun, but I'm exhausted after it, but I do like it.
Do you not get a little tired of the same conversation a million times? If you're there today, it's going to be the same stuff we're going to talk about coming up here, but one person after the next saying, well, what about this, Senator? What about this? And you just have the conversation 12 times in the last hour. That doesn't bother you?
Well, no, because a lot of times it's a little trick, and I hope nobody's listening. You just throw them a question about, like, how do they feel about it? And that's really what they're there for anyways, to tell you how they feel about it.
Oh, Dr. Phillip, I like that. What are your
Wear
thoughts?
sunglasses, and then you can sort of daydream why they go on and on and on and on, because they will go on forever. And then you kind of give them a nudge when there's the next person is waiting to tell you what they feel about something else. I don't really do much talking. I don't tell them what I
Really?
because they're usually there to tell me how they feel, which is fine. Yeah.
Don't take this wrong, but you look like a bit of a health nut to me. So when you go to a fair for a week or the state fair, deep fried olives, I mean, at first olives, who cares? I would never do it anyway, but you deep fry stuff. Do you allow yourself to go fair foodie all in for the week and then just suffer the consequences, or do you try to find the healthiest thing at the fair?
I eat the whole 5 days completely healthy. I go to the 4-H building and get the salad, or
Yeah,
a burger without a bun. But on the last day of the fair, I get the shake from the Farm Fest, or the Farm Bureau.
That's
The Farm Bureau has, and I get one. That's my reward at the end. I did it. I get my vanilla shake. So good.
oh, that's funny. So is the state fair the same way? If you're there even all day long, you won't go get any of the.
No,
I just like a bucket of taters. Those are the sliced potatoes, the French fries are just different at the fair. They're so salted up. I love them.
the deep fried pickles and the deep fried olives. That's what I allow myself to do there. It's my guilty pleasure. And Phil, yeah, he gets that corn. That corn, man, they must be making so much money on. First, you got a separate line to go buy your ticket for the corn, and then you just straight up, it's like a free for all, and you're waving your ticket, and then somebody spots you, and then they hand you a corn with still all of the leaves on it.
That is too funny.
Loves, and then he got all the he'll go all in with the junky stuff, and then he comes home and he's like, I can't believe I ate so bad today. But I'll give myself like a deep fried olive stick or a deep fried pickle. You got to try the olives. It's got cream.
No, I'm just anti-olives. You can deep fry it all you want. I'm not an olive guy. I've got to go. We're out of time. We'll get on the other side. We'll actually talk work stuff. But I appreciate you being on with us, filling in this extra half an hour. We'll be back with more. Senator Karin Housley right after this.
Achieving your financial goals requires